They pushed me out and paced me.
Okay, it's the cough at the end that does it for me.
This is the Big Chillin Podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Cough at the edge.
All right. Welcome to the Big Chillin Podcast. We're back again, 6 days into, well, I guess 7 now, but as of yesterday, 6 days into 2021. And
Yeah.
we already had the
Pretty
Capitol
chill.
building storm for the first time in
Oh,
159
no, it's not
years. So, yeah. It was chill for a moment. And I didn't understand them until this morning when I got in the shower and it was cold. You know, it was warm for about a minute and a half, and then it got cold.
And then you were
And
like,
I was like, I felt robbed of
Yeah.
a beautiful shower, and I felt what they felt. I think I felt teased, hoodwinked,
it's like a
bamboozled,
coup.
led astray, in the worst possible way. I wanted to storm the Pentagon, if I'm being honest with you. No,
Pentagon, wow. That'd be much cooler.
no, but I understood their anger and frustration for a second. No, I didn't. But
No.
the difference was the shower was real, and the water was actually cold, and there
Yeah, it
wasn't
was
like
real.
I wasn't
Yep.
just being
100%
Yeah.
real. Tangible things you
manipulated
touch.
by whatever was out there. But I don't know. It's a combination of things.
Yeah.
I guess we should watch this video again. And
Just see it one more time. It's pretty fun. Comedy.
They pushed me out and paced me.
It just goes so well. It was supposed to pause.
It's so funny.
I have the
Oh
actual
my
video
God.
of what happened there, but she got maced.
That's pretty much the whole thing. Yeah.
But
She was interviewed.
what did you think was gonna happen?
I know.
She was
and-
like, "It's a revolution, man."
yeah, she's like, yeah, we're revolutionaries and we're telling the skin in here and like take over. And
The
Trump's
funniest
gonna
part
be the one.
About this whole thing is, after they're the sorest winners and
Absolutely.
even sorer losers.
Yeah.
It seems, because this whole thing is a protest or whatever
Quote unquote.
of the election results from 2 months ago.
Yes.
That they're just now realizing, oh shit, he's not going to be the president.
Wow.
We better go do something. But I don't know. There was a speech made yesterday that was
Condoning the violence.
basically like, we will never concede. We will never
Yep.
give up. We won this election by more than the first one. That's
Yep.
a quote.
So
Does anyone believe Joe got 80 million votes was his evidence. And
They
that was
don't.
all they needed.
yeah.
Um,
Get a load of this guy is his greatest argument. How about that? His greatest thing is get a load of this guy. You think this guy
I'm
right over
sorry.
here, this guy? Yeah, that was yesterday.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy is his greatest argument. He's like, you think this
that was
guy
enough.
over
That was enough
here?
to storm the Capitol building.
Yeah, get a load of this guy. They're like, get a load of this guy. Yeah.
One of the chants
Yeah.
that was the best. You know what? I guess we don't really need to see
So
this
funny.
chick yet. I want to show the Mike Pence chant
I'll be yelling too much.
because that was
for my-
pretty great.
That was amazing.
All Mike Pence had to do was be
dude.
like, "Yeah, I don't really have the power to
yeah,
decide an election."
yeah, and
then
they're
it
like,
was, "Hang Mike Pence."
yeah, they're like, all right, cool, time for you to die now, Mike. They're like, hi, Mike, time to die, or however the fuck
I
that
don't-
shit goes in that
I don't
hilarious.
remember which video it was now. Hold on. I named them all
My
peaceful
God.
protesting and like more peace.
Yeah, it's
or
pretty good.
Another peaceful moment, but
Say from the FBI raids the fucking computer.
yeah,
No, these are Mark Peaceful. These are not the ones.
that wasn't it. Maybe I didn't say the Mike Pence, but
Shit.
Um,
Well,
I
everyone's seen it.
Yeah, I mean,
By now,
you've
it's the
seen the
internet.
videos by now. I mean, everybody, you have the internet, right?
Everyone saw it yesterday. But yeah, they're just basically
Oh, wait,
chanting.
here it is.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So this awesome Orph ensemble here of geniuses. Cops got their helmets on. Good.
Hang Mike Pence.
Hang
Very
Mike
peaceful.
Pence.
This
Hang Mike Pence.
protest is.
And you know what they're doing? If we just pause that real quick, we can fully explain this.
Yeah.
They're peacefully requesting the hanging,
hanging.
of the vice president, who they loved, you know.
Like yesterday.
Yeah. Otherwise loved and adored and cherished, like, what was it, like 48 hours ago? Maybe now? Not a little less than that, actually.
Maybe less.
Let's say 27 hours ago.
But the way this went down was interesting. That's the thing that everybody's I guess, saying is that if they were all black or brown or anything other
The
than
military would be there first. I mean, the cops wouldn't even decide to show up.
there was a period of time where the police or the guards just kind of let it happen. Almost, they just let him in.
They retreated.
But there was, and it wasn't like they let him in. It was like there was one guy, and he's like, "Ah, shit, there's a lot of people coming. I should move back a little bit." And he gave up some ground.
Yeah, 'cause he's one person versus
there was,
30 insane people.
And then they like got up the stairs, and it was all over since then. But or over from that point. But then later on, there was some tear gassing and some shit because there was rioting.
Finally,
because there,
God.
for people that were like, it was a peaceful thing, which we thought it was. We had no idea what was going on in the inside at first, and then it was like, let's wait for more information before we do this. But is this not the definition of rioting?
That's pretty good smashing. Now the thing is, though,
riot shield in the hand.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, he is defacing public property.
Yeah, is this not what that is? This is not.
But
I mean, they were like,
so that's going to be their argument.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but they don't have one. If they can think past, like, anything they, if they could put an argument together, which they can't, they would argue for that.
Windows being broken, podiums being like taken out.
It's like tempered glass,
shit
too.
being
It's not
destroyed.
meant to
I don't even know what would this be
Wow.
classified as.
So Congress or whatever has tempered glass like that? Wow, they get some nice glass. Huh.
Climbing through the windows.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue against this, though, because, like, their cause is retarded.
This guy, when he was coming through, he got the tear gas from that guy, from that cop. There was another angle of it, or not tear gas, I think it was like pepper spray. But that's not, is that breaking and entering? I believe so.
That would be breaking and entering. I mean,
is that doing some illegal shit? Probably.
If we're going to go basically by the standards of these same people when the other riots happened, then yes, we're going to do that. Now, my standards are basically, like, all they're doing, like, I can't really condone this, but like I don't condone this or whatever. But
they fail to recognize nuance,
absolutely,
in the BLM protest situation.
Yeah,
and think people should be shot for breaking a Target window.
Yeah,
but in this case, they're like, well, they're just doing their American riot.
Yeah, of trying to overthrow democracy.
Yeah.
We're just trying to be Americans by overthrowing democracy.
Throw a brick in a Target,
which
is still wrong. But that apparently is met by shooting.
Yes,
there were 52 arrests yesterday. 4 people died. Now that's a
arrests were
big
there
deal.
The other protests?
I looked this up. I'm glad you asked.
Like 500, 1,000.
About 500 in the first 6 days of that thing. But we can get down to the math and spread it out by like one single event. One day was 90 arrests. On the first day, there were 52 here, and it took a long ass time for it to happen.
It was weird,
but overall, over the summer, there were over 14,000 arrests over 49 cities. So,
well, we'll just have to see how this carries out too, because this is not quite over yet. But there are going to be nominally less, absolutely nominally less fucking arrests than the left wingers will face, because historically the government always crushes the left and favors the right.
Well, I don't even know how to.
I mean,
if we can even generalize that way,
kind of
with the world,
the
but
media especially.
with what happened yesterday, the people, the lasting image is going to be the lady being helped down the stairs by
that
the
was
police
insane.
officer.
I was like, wow, that's the true thing right there. Like, you can't. I'm sorry for interrupting, but like,
that's all I want to say.
Yeah, but like, you cannot tell me that the cops do not respect the right wing more. Like,
and that's obviously it looks like. I mean, is it just white people?
Guys.
Is it like? It's crazy.
They are Trump supporters. Like, the police are Trump supporters, and they are mostly like the right wing military ex-military guys.
Well,
so they probably didn't even want to combat.
Let's see the moment that this guy, like the lone security officer, this was recorded by a Huffington Post person, I think, that somehow was in there with a camera. So you have press.
They're always in there. I mean,
they're like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, as well.
Oh, the press are allowed in there. It's not press passes. And they're trapped in there. And
there's the dude's baton.
Yeah, so there's a guy's baton that he like dropped. Why'd you drop the baton? You'd love to use that on one of the black protesters that was there.
He's got his hand on a taser or a gun. Do you think if these were black people? I don't know.
Like, we're basically insinuating a lot, but I don't think we are.
That's the thing. I don't think we are, based on historical.
I don't think we're being crazy.
Evidence here. This guy is restraining himself a lot by not doing anything here. The cop, I mean.
Was the cop
The
black?
security guard, yeah, was a black guy.
This cop's a black guy. But at the same time, though, I mean,
Try not to shoot anybody.
here they come. So here's what's going on. Oh my god! So he pushed him a little bit. Yeah, I mean, this guy would totally be
He's
beaten
afraid to
down.
do something because
Yeah.
he's afraid these people are going to get violent. He'll get mauled.
And like, it doesn't really matter. I had to think for a second. It doesn't really matter like that this guy's black. There were black guys or black cops beating down the fucking protesters all day, and there were black cops being shamed.
So
and
now they
shit
got
by
more
the protesters.
backup here.
Okay, so here we go. All right, finally, we got some people trying to. There were like armed standoffs that would happen too. It was
There
crazy.
were people armed here. They apparently found a gun and a Molotov cocktail. They
Yeah.
said long gun in a cooler in
What
a
is a
car on
long
the
gun,
grounds,
though?
and they also found 2 pipe bombs. I guess so. Is that not terrorism? I mean, were there not terrorists, rioters, along with protesters there? Can we say that?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fully fair to say that everyone was there. I mean,
Yeah, and
protesters
people
were
were,
there, and that's
um,
fine.
Arguing like semantics
Whatever.
and what to call them and shit. It doesn't make it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, it's the cops hate
Did the
the
time get
left
fucked up again?
nominally.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, in this situation, like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But
like,
I don't want to make
basically,
any.
he's trying to obviously stop those guys. He's one guy, and I'm sure maybe if he had tried to, hit them, they would have gone nuts and killed him.
We thought
Or
this lady
beat the
was
shit
bad.
out of him.
From the mental
Oh, yeah, we thought
gymnastics
that woman
convention
was
from
nuts.
the other day.
Yeah, but basically,
She didn't even mention January 6th. She was like, "Yeah, we're supposed to meet up, I guess, on January 20th again." We don't even know what's gonna happen then.
yeah,
But
That's
they'll probably
crazy.
do it online. The whole ceremony and shit. But yeah, the lead up to it was interesting. I saw some videos from the beginning where there was one person said he was there specifically because he heard Trump say the word wild about January 6th. That's it. He's like, well, I better get my butt down there.
so it's
That's
gonna
like
be
an
wild.
And I was like, well, I guess
my
we'll
God.
do that. One lady was there because she was like, well, I'm South American and socialism. And it was like, my reaction, she looked so stupid too. It was like, you poor dumbass.
Like,
Someone
you
has
poor
actually
idiot.
convinced these people that Biden is a socialist, that if they don't try a coup to
Yeah.
get Trump back in, then all of Western civilization will just plunge into a communist wasteland.
Yeah. Well, she's one of the ones that probably came here and got accidentally sucked into that type of stuff.
It does happen a lot.
Yeah, it sucks.
And a lot of South American countries have obviously been ravaged by
Oh, yeah.
authoritarianism and shit policy.
So anytime they hear it,
And then it's like, oh my god, yeah, this happening
Yeah.
again. Can't have it happen here.
yeah. So
Um,
without doing any
but
further
it's-
research,
It's ironic that Brain Damage by Pink Floyd was playing in the background during that, and it was like, oh my god, this is perfect.
yeah, that's
They'll probably get sued for that. I don't know.
yeah, they probably will. I mean, Pink Floyd, like Roger Waters, would be like, yeah,
He's like,
no,
get
no,
all the
no,
lawyers
no,
on the phone
do
right now.
not. Yeah.
Every single one.
Roger Waters is like, what the fuck? Hell no. That's fucking hilarious. And
Yeah.
it's like when what was it fucking oh my god, Paul Ryan or whatever the fuck his name is. Is that what his name is? Paul Ryan?
That is a person.
Yeah, Paul Ryan. Yeah, he was the speaker. Yeah, the speaker of the
Speaker
House,
of the
Paul
House.
Ryan. I couldn't remember. It's like Paul something. But he said he like Rage Against the Machine, and Tom Morello was like, "Go fuck yourself."
He was like, have you ever listened to a lyric in any of our songs?
That is hilarious.
Like, you pick out one word and you could probably figure out.
It's
Like,
like it's about you, bro.
oh my
The
God.
songs are. Oh my god.
But, yeah, I don't
just can't.
understand. And the media failed once again to not give them exactly what they want by all the
Yeah, by
sensationalist
giving him
headlines
space or not space.
and all
by
the
giving him-
interviews and just the way they handled the whole thing. Almost, I saw some news anchors and they're talking to congressmen laughing about it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
I mean
crazy.
it's absolutely insane. That interview where they were like, oh, maybe we'll have to just resume later. Oh, it's like
And the way
the
they
shit is hitting the fan right
Yeah.
now. The crazy people are trying to raid the fuck, and they have successfully raided the fucking Capitol. And they're like, oh,
and they made it out to be like some sort of win for them, which I guess in a way it was
They look
because
like
they
victims
got
now.
in and then allegedly stopped or paused
oh, never
the
mind.
hearing that was going on. And the way they see that article was probably like, we did it.
Yeah,
Or like those headlines were like, we did it. Like,
yeah.
don't give them
They
that. It's the
vindicated
same way. Yeah, exactly. That's the exact word I was looking for. The same way that you don't like they figured out, hey, maybe we shouldn't give all the attention to these like serial killers because that's kind of what they want, or these sociopaths.
Well, it took him 70
psychopaths.
goddamn years to figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean, holy
Well, they
shit.
keep doing it, like, and it's like
They keep on
there's
doing it,
no-
yeah.
Some people realize that, and then others are like, well, we got to get the story out first.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well, we need the ratings.
And then one guy was like, basically, this is the guy that had the blood on his hands from the lady that got shot.
It's like a little bit.
Because she tried to jump
Jeez.
through the window or whatever, and the guy just shot her.
It's like, yeah,
no
when
shit.
you charge a cop, you're going to get shot, lady.
Yeah.
Just
And
like they were
did
telling
attack
everyone else
cops,
when
and
they got shot.
people in there, but they were government cops, so they weren't real people.
Well,
I don't
here's
know.
the thing. What they're going to do, here's their logic now. These cops are on the side of Biden because he's now the president. They know he's
They,
actually
like,
the president.
Yeah, they
just,
made
you know,
that switch immediately.
Yeah, and they're like, these cops are now the enemy. It's like, okay, so now we went from respecting the cops, and the funny thing is they didn't even do that switch under Obama. The
No.
cops were victims of Obama to them. Like, oh man, he's handcuffing the cops or whatever. But now that Joe Biden is here, like, somehow even more of a socialist than Obama, he now runs the cops. So the cops are now potentially the enemy to them. But they won't actually want any legislation passed. They'll just be like, oh, Biden cops or something. So they won't actually, like, assemble to pass any, like, you know, body camera or police brutality legislation or
No,
some
that's not
sort of
gonna happen.
retraining or, you
But
know, de-escalation
That guy
tactics
that
training.
had the blood on his hands from that lady that got shot, he was getting interviewed, and his thing was like, we're just here, you know, Congress is corrupt, and we were going to storm the building. And it's like, you didn't have a is Congress corrupt? 100%.
100%, yeah.
Like,
No shit.
But you didn't have a plan.
Yeah,
It
you
was
can't-
step 1, storm Capitol building.
Step 2.
Step 2, question mark.
Yeah.
Step 3, Trump is now president.
Yes.
Somehow. I saw someone.
That's the underpants
yeah.
gnomes from South Park.
Yeah.
Step 1 is whatever. Step 2. Step 3, big business.
Yeah,
That's
step
fucking
3.
hilarious. Yeah, like.
Trump is president now.
Yeah.
No, but that guy basically said when they were marching, they don't like it when people, or they see that people laughed at them. Oh, Noel came in. They see that people laughed at them. They get more vindicated. They're like, wow, we're victims.
Yeah.
And then let's keep marching. And
It's
then
crazy.
they said, this one guy said, they saw someone laughing from the window of the Department of Justice, which reminded
Oh
me
my
exactly of that situation on Occupy Wall Street,
Yeah.
where they were laughing at them and throwing McDonald's applications down.
Yeah, which of course that point
pissed
you
them off,
storm the fucking buildings and you grab
they
those
didn't at that
applications
point.
and set them on fire in the lobby.
But these people said, and he said, it wasn't so funny when we got in.
yeah,
And that was their thing. They took it to a different level. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, they didn't think that would happen.
no,
But also, people got shot. And they did
Yeah.
this on false pretenses. It
Absolutely.
took zero thought. Head empty,
Yeah.
as they say.
head empty as shit. I mean, this is like there's no tangible reason to even go out there and protest. Like I'm fully on the side of protesting
Oh, yeah.
and free speech.
It's an
and
American
shit. And go
thing.
ahead. And even if there's no reason, I find no reason to do it. By all means, fucking wave your flags. I don't give a shit. But you
But
know,
the moment you start going in and trying to jump through windows
that's
and
crazy.
break shit
for
and
a
illegally,
stupid cause,
you're going to get shot.
yeah. But the thing is, I can't really argue with the tactic of doing that. Technically, for the right cause, it would be kind of
Exactly.
a good idea breaking in and you know,
Like for the people
whatever.
losing their lives in the street, maybe.
Exactly.
Instead
Not
of-
harming any of the congressmen or anything like that or congresswomen, but just like maybe, I don't know, breaking a couple chairs and leaving or something. Just like making your point.
When they burned that police station to the ground, they made their point.
They did. I mean, that was a damn good point. That's
Nobody was in there.
no one was
everyone
in
got
there. No cops
evacuated.
got harmed. Yeah,
Um,
and that's defacing public property, which I mean,
yeah,
in
but that'd
protest's
still
sake,
be-
that should
yeah.
be fine. That should be.
But in this case, they got their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they
and
got their
that's why they're
fifis in a
there.
bunch, man.
This is
Got their
like
fifis hurt.
the epitome of snowflakeness, and they came full circle
Yeah. Yep.
from 4 years. We thought that chick just like yelling in the street, that was funny.
That was funny. That was
Um,
really funny. She's retarded. She's
yeah.
stupid.
And then,
But now,
yeah,
It's like a
they
million-fold.
Literally, just shit all over the chessboard, and then
yeah,
yeah,
playing chess
I
with
don't
a chicken.
know.
It's been that way all the
hilarious.
time. But yeah, it's
No, but yeah, we have some more,
Yeah.
I guess, clips.
yeah, it's always an extreme. Like basically, what'll happen is the left will make up this horrible censorship shit or whatever, complain about
That's
someone
what we're
saying
worried
something
about,
terrible.
like, because I didn't
Yeah.
even think about this. Sorry. Donald Trump got banned from Twitter for at least 12 hours, I think.
Mhm.
I don't know if he got all the way banned,
Just
but
like,
that's
oh,
further gonna feed into this victim complex.
Absolutely.
But then they're like, their leader just got silenced or whatever. We need to stand up. I don't even know how they see that. But then there was a tweet from, I guess, another account where Trump was like, we need to stand down. There will be a peaceful, was it handing over of power, or peaceful transfer of power.
That's what
I
Trump
still
said.
don't agree with the election results, but there will be a peaceful thing of power on January 20th.
It's like
And
half
it's like,
vindicating
dude, you
them.
can't half do it
Yeah,
when
what are
your
you doing?
people literally take everything you say as 100% fact.
Yeah. They're the have your cake and eat it too people.
They're like looking for a secret message in there.
yeah,
just
they're
the
like,
word
"All right, cool,
wild.
what's going on?
Made that guy go there.
Yeah, just the putting the word wild. Like, these people are always like, oh man. And this is just another thing that they, this is another example of, the right complaining about something. The left, I was going to say, the left invents this, whatever complaint of some sort of word that's going around, like bossy or some stupid shit that was going on. And then the right's like, oh man, these people are pussies. Words don't offend you. Oh my God, sticks and stones, whatever, liberal
Then they got
faggots
the
or whatever they
biggest
said.
offense.
And what do we have here? Full fucking 180. Like it's a
Wait.
yeah, it's like a
180 is a
720,
straight
dude. They
line.
just kept on spinning. They're still spinning. Like, it's still, they have yet to fucking stop spinning. But they just literally, they use everything. And the funny thing is, the right wing were the ones to use the censorship tactics to the fullest with BDS, boycott, divestment, and sanctions against Israel during Hurricane Harvey, which fucked up Houston, whatever the hell we call it now. Basically,
Houston.
they're pre-contract signing, or they're like pre-aid offering stipulations where you have to.
Did that fan just get way louder? Is that just
I
me?
don't know. It kind of did. Hopefully, it's not coming in on the mics.
It probably is.
Probably not. It's fine. But like, you basically have to, not speak out against the horrible things Israel's doing to the Palestinians in like Gaza and all that shit in order to receive fucking hurricane aid from the federal government. So
yeah, they'll hold them hostage like that.
they'll complain about it for years and then weaponize it the second they get the fucking instant. Against Ilhan Omar, they're like, anti-Semite, she hates Jews, and her fucking life is in danger now. Like, she's like, oh my God, she's such an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
I took the one ear off because I'm not yelling too
You're
loud.
good,
I was
you're
yelling way louder. I could hear my voice like bouncing off the walls.
I'm just
through
worried
my
about
headphones.
YouTube finding the words hate and Jews
No,
right
but, like,
next to
that's-
each other and then just like
That's
deleting
hilarious.
the
She hates comma ampersand
There you go.
badabada Jews, whatever.
video. Now, not only this is so frustrating too, because not only will we have to answer COVID questions for the rest of our lives, very inconvenient for me personally.
I'm not gonna
But now
talk-
this shit,
Yeah,
shit,
now-
extremely inconvenient.
Yeah, and
Nah, but they're
I
bad.
mean, it's terrible. Like, I
From
don't.
the
I
younger
mean,
generation, they're just gonna ask
not
all
terrible,
these
but-
questions about all this stuff, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna be like, yeah, it happened.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it went on. Just go on Google. Like, what are we doing? Can't you just project the information into your head through your ass or whatever?
Honestly,
now
right?
in the
That's
future,
gonna be the tech.
they'll just like literally telepathically harvest the information from our minds anyway. They'll just like walk by like, oh my God, he was
Like,
oh.
jeez, that guy's angry.
Yeah,
they'll just be able to
seriously.
stay away from.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, I mean, the left or the right wing just takes the ideas of the left and, or the terrible ideas of the left, I should say, the censorious ones and the authoritarian ones, little as they may be. There's the small sector of the authoritarian left compared to basically the entire right is authoritarian. Nearly the entire one.
They have a weird
Yeah.
complex with that.
It's bizarre, and they
with
just
authority.
they'll take these.
I don't
these,
like authority, but
me either. But
jeez.
like,
And then they don't see that they're following a cult guy.
no, they don't. They
They're
think
like
they're
following
the ultimate
one
freedom.
person, calling other people sheep.
Yeah, they've got like "Don't Tread on Me" flags, Confederate flags, Blue Lives Matter flags, and American flags. It's like, whoa,
Yeah, how can you fly
whoa,
an American flag and a Confederate flag?
whoa.
Didn't
Can
they
we-
lose?
What's happening here? I mean, they just want the South to rise again too. But like, what is going on here? You want a flag for a separate country that doesn't exist now, the other one that
It's just
does
a
exist.
Sad thing that these
And then-
people have been manipulated so
Yeah,
much.
and then the cops are cool. We're waving the flags,
It's-
but now we're gonna attack the cops. Like,
It's a combination of the manipulation and just lazy intellectualism.
and once again, we can
And-
thank Fox News.
And they just don't do they're stuck in their own bubble, and it sucks. And everybody else is
Yep.
too, but
Yeah,
or like a lot of people are too. But geez, don't act on it.
I'm building a bubble currently. I'm
Build
making
a
one.
bubble workshop. Come on down.
Got
Build
that new
your own
rainfall
bubble.
shower head. This
Get
bubble's
rid of
nice.
get rid of evil technology.
Oh yeah, and look at
and,
this. Full circle.
I'll
Remember
just-
when they said they hated ISIS? Guess what they're doing now? It's destroying technology.
Here they go.
Just like ISIS. Yeah, we hate camera cases and extension cords. And I have a broom, and I'm really mad. That guy had a broom.
That's a shame. It's only 9 seconds long. They must have attacked the guy with the camera. I don't know.
They're just attacking the media. They hate all media now, except for the ones that literally capitulate to every one of their craziest
People
beliefs.
were like, "Hey, this isn't gonna be some Nazi shit. Calm down."
Yeah.
And
I was saying, like, basically, they have the thought in their... Trump has already implanted the thought in their head months ago that they're the victims of a coup. That Trump
before
had
the election even happened, he said, "If I lose, it's rigged."
If I lose it, like 4 years ago, he had the idea when he won that it was rigged, and then now it's rigged.
When he won, it was rigged.
When he won, it was rigged. I mean, he's like, "I'm so strong, it's rigged. I won anyway. I'm just the strongest." And they were like, "Wow, holy shit!" But now, it's rigged again, and he lost. And even worse, because the rigging apparently wasn't enough, like for him to say. Now he has to say, "We won, but they took it from us."
Yeah, we won by the largest margin ever.
We won by the largest margin ever in the Republican whatever. He always says that, and they stole it.
This is more infighting with.
Oh yeah, no.
Republican, like
Civil War's coming up.
People are talking about like a civil war. There's no civil war. The only like thing that's going on is like a division with Republican Party here, and they don't like that they didn't try to steal it.
That's a Republican civil war. They don't like that they didn't try. They don't like that the Republicans didn't overthrow democracy and install their dictator king, as they hate Maduro.
The Capitol.
Yeah,
as they hate like all these other guys.
Well, Prime Minister Maduro just does left wing shit.
Who are Trump's only friends out of the world leaders?
We got Maduro.
Other dictators.
We got Busolero.
Well, I said other dictators, other than Maduro. I mean,
no, other dictators. He basically acts like a dictator in almost.
Acts like one. He doesn't have the power of a dictator. That's the thing. But that's the funny part.
He wanted the military to overthrow the fucking government.
Pretty much.
I don't understand how much further into dictatorial waters you can dive. Like this
is true.
That's ocean floor level right there of dictatorial waters. Like you've gone to the lowest fathom. Besides literally just taking charge with a gun yourself as the president and ordering the military at gunpoint to do a coup.
Yeah,
like and these people are like, man, we just hated Saddam.
Good thing he's from New York and not like from.
Yeah, God.
I don't know, somewhere else. I'm not even sure if he's ever shot a gun before.
Yeah, it's a good thing like he's not super familiar with him because man, he is just. But yeah, these people have gone. They have become. I'm sorry, they have not become. They are, and they fully revealed themselves to be maybe the thing that they say they hate. They say they hate ISIS. They act fucking exactly like ISIS. Besides the beheading and, mass murder and all that shit, they're burning technology. They're believing in deistic bullshit and theocratic bullshit. They want a theocracy. They want Christian theocracy.
Here's some more peace.
Yeah, here's some more peaceful stuff. Look at this. This guy hates wood molding. He's like, I'm going to destroy this door.
This is great when the tear gas comes like right at him.
He's breaking down the door, and they crack the door a little bit.
Is that a fire extinguisher, actually?
That may be a fire extinguisher.
I think that's a fire extinguisher.
I don't think you can blow tear gas like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, yeah, you can, but...
You can?
Why
not?
Well, like a mace can, but that wasn't red. It was, like, all white. Typically, mace is red.
Yikes. Does that look peaceful?
Yeah, I mean, this guy's super peaceful. At least he's wearing a mask. So that's good.
Barely. He's wearing a bandana, which is not
his nose sticking out? His nose is out. Never mind.
There was a good one of... I didn't get the... video, but maybe I screenshotted some stuff on my phone. There was literally on camera this fat dude walking through the people and coughing, like not covering it all. And then there was the announcer, like it's a sporting event. The news anchor was like, and here we go. There's a guy just coughing and sneezing. And everybody's like, we're not in a pandemic, but okay.
Do you have the other video where they're attacking like the standing cameras? Like they're attacking cameras on tripods. The guy's just coughing. He's like, oh, excuse me, don't try on me or some shit. Just coughing on everybody. It's like, my God.
It's funny. They're already past the fake virus.
Yeah, they literally are just like completely in another reality. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. So these people are just like, oh no, more cameras and studio lights, even though it's light outside.
How embarrassing is this? We were already pretty embarrassing to the rest of the world,
but now it's check this out. What flag is this, too, that this guy's waving?
That's a combination of a bunch of shit.
Who's he? Oh, yeah, it's just a whole bunch of crap. But look at this. They're hitting their own friends. They're like, oh, crap, let me get out of the way so I don't get hit by this idiot with the flag. That's an American
Wait,
flag.
don't let it touch the
He
ground.
threw the American flag on the ground. What are you saying? What he saying?
What's he saying?
What he saying? What is he saying? They threw an American. Wow. Holy crap! These people aren't. And of course, like these people are the actual patriots. They call themselves patriots, as they hate free speech, as they hate basically democracy, as they fucking. They're literally against the American.
Wearing a fur coat.
Yeah, wearing a fur coat, protesting in your fucking skirt, or maybe I'm sorry, that could be just a media person running away.
How unoppressed are these people?
But yeah, like literally, you're being allowed to destroy all this shit. Like and it's ridiculous because you guys are part of the racial majority in here. Like white people still are the racial majority. It's not like we're
And
being
the way they see it, they're like, oh, if we don't have more rights than everybody else, then it's oppression.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's like
What?
they don't want
fuck?
people to have rights. That's un-American also. So these people are not fucking patriots. They call themselves patriots. I mean, if that's what patriotism is, then I am not a patriot. If that's what it is, then I am officially not, because
It's official.
I'm officially not
Right
a patriot
here.
because I believe in having universal health care and improving infrastructure and people getting some UBI in this terrible time and all that shit. I believe in helping
they
my
locked
fellow
his
countrymen.
account for 12 hours.
That's whatever.
I mean, I have a couple of these screenshots, but in the middle, I guess I was searching for the best pastrami sandwich in Orlando,
That's
and I
hilarious.
screenshotted this place. So we'll maybe have to try it.
Pastrami, I think we should. But yeah, I mean, I believe in that's hilarious. But yeah, I believe in things that Bernie Sanders is doing to help his fellow countrymen, even though he's the one that's supposed to be president, and he's like dragging our new president over to the left. Thank goodness. I believe in that type of shit, not like canceling out people's free speech and destroying media shit. Even though the media may be shitty, you don't destroy their cameras. They're just gonna buy new ones. It's insured, you jackasses. It's like, what the fuck? But like, goddamn, dude.
Yeah.
The ultimate just depravity, and they fucking say, "Oh my God, this country just needs some Jesus. Oh, y'all need some God."
Yeah, these are the
gay marriages.
peaceful,
Yeah. Well, these are the
Christians.
people who
I
say
don't
gay
know.
marriage was like a real hit to man. It's a real sad day for freedom because people got some more freedom today.
Yeah, it looks
used
like
to
the
have-
timeline is fucking up again.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Used to have more rights than the gays, but now we don't. So now,
So
like,
now we're oppressed.
oppressed, even though
I'm just still
literally-
thinking about that cold shower. Like, that ruined everything.
Oh, that was the ultimate oppression.
Dude, I mean, you get out of bed, it's already cold.
There's
in the
nothing to
morning.
make you more in a bad mood than a cold shower.
I mean, shit. I
Unless you're in the
then
mood.
went downstairs. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a protein shake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna salvage this, you
Yeah.
know. And then some of it went down the wrong pipe.
And then, yeah,
I was like, fucking great, protein in my lungs.
that's been a lot of my
exactly what I
mornings
need.
sometimes. Like,
It's
just
like,
shit just
oh.
happens and happens and happens.
Oh, but I
Yeah.
could see how some of these people, let's say they lost their job.
Absolutely,
Let's
that'd be
say
terrible.
shit keeps piling on. They need something
Yeah.
to latch onto. They latch on
Yeah,
to this
to
fucking guy,
insanity
unfortunately.
instead of
And it's not. It's
Meanwhile-
probably not that difficult to get roped into this kind of
oh,
stuff.
absolutely not.
And it's sad,
Yeah,
pathetic. It would be funny if it wasn't so sad and pathetic.
yeah. I mean,
But-
I just think it's funny. 'Cause
Yikes.
I don't. But like, the people, and there are people like Bernie Sanders who are trying to fucking help them. He feels that he feels they're
it doesn't
terrible.
take a lot for them to just watch
No.
Mitch McConnell or not Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham
Any
the
of
other
those
day,
guys.
basically saying, "Look, this guy's gonna ruin the country if he's the
Yeah.
budget chairman,
Right in
which
the
he will
country.
be if Georgia is won by Democratic
Yep.
officials, which it was."
So I guess Bernie's the budget guy.
Yeah, we'll see what they riot about
Yeah,
there.
we'll just see
If
what
they-
terrible things he does.
He's not going to have
Oh,
like a lot of
no.
power, I
No.
don't think. But the idiocy in believing that Joe Biden is somehow going to bring forth
I can't.
all these socialist policies when he's spoken out
against him.
against the
Against
not
Medicare
even not even socialist policies, but he's spoken out against the very basic things that we would consider progressive that every other industrialized country in the entire world has.
Yeah.
So, universal health care is not a radical idea.
Nope.
We're,
We're not
the
crazy.
only industrialized country that doesn't have. The last one that
Yep.
did it was in 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Was
That's quite a
Israel.
while ago. Israel,
Um,
and we pay their bills. So
well, I guess they pay for their health care and
Yeah, now they
shit
do.
like that. But no. Yeah, but none of those ideas are radical,
no.
and they've been convinced that they are.
Yeah,
and
and
they're-
it's crazy.
They would benefit so much from universal health care.
Yep.
And they're also mad about stimulus checks, which they feel like they've been promised $2,000. And
Yeah.
then
Oh, it's
it
about
was like,
handouts all of a sudden too, which is fun.
yeah, now they're literally the people that they
Yeah.
despise the most.
Yeah, so they become full circle. It's like, oh man, they fucking and they were fine with Betsy DeVos taking away free lunch and shit from children who need food and
No.
stuff. It's fine. Hey,
Jay
they can pick up a
ridiculous.
pine cone off the ground, eat the pine nuts out of it, man.
Hey,
Protein
since you said
pine
that,
nuts.
there was at this garden thing the other day.
Oh, very nice pine cones.
This squirrel picked up an entire pine cone with its mouth and ran away.
That's pretty
It's
badass.
fucking crazy. And it
Yeah,
was like
squirrels are
the
nuts,
the
dude.
smaller condensed one, so it was like they're even heavier.
Whoa. Yeah, the neck power. I mean, that's like the
Never
equivalent
seen
of
it.
someone picking up like a car with their mouth, or like
They're
a
just like,
transmission with their mouth.
Yeah, fucking running away. Like if I grab this speaker in my mouth.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
But I also
Like that.
saw a person just like toss an entire pickle, like half a pickle, to a squirrel, and it was like, fuck yes, oh my god,
Oh my god, that squirrel must have been
fat as shit. Yeah. And then,
water
but like,
retention.
I was just like, that's great. That's part of their diet in the wild.
Yeah,
They
pickles.
just find
I just get
a
some
cucumber, found its way into some vinegar, and whatever they use to pickle pickles. But also I saw that's my phone.
Nice.
My phone go down.
Oh, no.
There was also a nice like big ball of feta cheese on the ground that this squirrel found, and it was just like, oh my god, yes. And it just like it had its like little hands,
What the fuck?
like picking it up like
You
a
witnessed
like
this in
an
real
orb.
life?
Yeah, it's on the ground, like it just picks it up and it's like eating it with its hands, and like the crumbles are
God.
falling, and it's just like a cooked up little squirrel. It's, like, it's
Jesus Christ.
pretty cool.
That's great.
Pretty
That
cool
sounds
what we're
pretty
doing
cool.
to the environment.
Squirrel's better.
And that's on the smallest
Uh.
possible scale of like we're just handing them the food. We don't even know where our shit goes. Like we recycle shit. It's all going to the ocean.
Yeah, I mean,
And then
call it the ocean bin, the recycle bin. It's
the
the ocean
ocean.
bin.
I should just do it directly and skip the middleman and just pour all of our garbage directly into the ocean. But no, obviously we're not going to do that. The turtles and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be direct.
Apparently
I cut
they
the,
seek out plastic and love them.
yeah, they just
love
fucking
them
love
plastic.
plastic, little bastards. But like, I cut the soda things, like those little 6-pack soda plastic things. I'll
smart.
cut them like everywhere because I don't want to be like at least
Smart.
I don't want to be responsible. When the next time I see a turtle or a dolphin with like 16 of those around its neck and it's trying to eat and it can't fucking
It's
breathe
just
and
like-
shit and it's dying, I'll be like,
Well, that's not my. soda
someone
thing.
else's fault.
Yeah,
Someone else's fault.
It's fault. The ecosystem is fucked.
I
But,
clipped them. I
They
cut them.
also say you're supposed. I was like yesterday years old when I found this out, but
That's fucking. I hate
um,
that. I don't know if I
the
like
mask-
that statement.
loops. Apparently, animals are the ear loops
Yeah.
for the masks that we're wearing and throwing out, and in droves.
Is it
Apparently,
getting
are
on?
like the new 6-pack
They'll break.
type
That's
things.
not-
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they break like when I try to.
They're
put 'em
pieces
on,
of
so,
shit. I
like,
break. They break when I try and put them on my fucking face. It's
Yeah.
not going to strangle a
a
turtle.
pelican's gonna
A
figure
pelican's
out
a-
how to
yeah.
break that shit.
I'm not concerned about that. Those will rot away and those will break off. But like,
Yeah.
my God, it's just, whatever. Shit goes in the ocean.
I was in whatever comment section. I was watching a video about. It was like something about recycling and why it's a little bit. Why the process is a little fucked. Because in some instances, and I was like listening to it for a little bit, and then I drifted off into the comment section, and there's this kid, African guy. I said kid, maybe a teenager, maybe in his 20s. I don't know. But he's got a nice profile pic, like they just discovered YouTube, and it's like their social
boy.
media. And it's
Yeah.
like, I put a thumbs up. Like there wasn't a thumbs up. It was just like a, like a smile, like a. African
Yeah.
smile. I don't know.
It's like from Get Him to the Greek, the Africa face.
Yeah, I
or
didn't
the
want to
Bongo
say like
guys,
the African face.
Whatever that
but
is. They're racist,
Basically,
not us. They wrote
he
it.
commented something. He's like, "Yeah, in my country we got rid of plastic bags a couple years ago because we wanted to help the environment. It's pretty sad to see all these giant industrialized countries still using plastic bags when we use our biodegradable things that go away in a month."
Yeah, so like
and then-
Botswana.
Yeah, and then the comment like right after it was that y'all have internet over there, and he was like, "Yes." But he took the time to answer every one of these
Oh
trolls,
no, you
and
shouldn't
like,
have done
and he was so
So
like it was
polite.
paragraphs, and like had so much information for these people, and he like didn't go at them like they
that.
were
Must have
going
had
at
all
him,
day.
and it was like, yeah, that's what they have there.
One day off. That's all I got.
Every day's a day. No. Yeah, but he was like explaining some shit about recycling, and I don't even know, and I was like, damn.
So you're telling me it's possible?
Yeah,
It's just America.
we just don't want to do it.
Hilariously far behind, and like everything. but
Yeah, and
especially
they have such a
recycling.
little. Their country probably has such a smaller impact.
It doesn't
on
even
this
matter that they're doing it.
but they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. And
It's very
like everyone
responsible.
falls into that thing here. Like, well, my personal shit wouldn't affect anything.
That's all you can
Obviously,
do.
if everyone did, it would. But this whole idea of a personal carbon footprint was, I guess, started by BP.
Well, started by oil companies, and yeah,
and
embodying.
shit. Like, let's pass the
Yeah.
burden on to them to
Yeah.
do some
Fuck
shit.
it. We already have
When
it.
there has been studies that say
Yeah.
like it can be boiled down to about 100 corporations
Yep.
that are doing the most. I don't know what the percentage is of all the emissions.
It's like 70%. 70.
Oh, shit.
So it's a lot, if we maybe did a carbon tax on them, or maybe not carbon
But that's
tax.
not what people are protesting about.
No,
you know?
they're protesting about a fake coup and they're answering it with a real coup.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Answering a fake coup with a real coup. Hi, that's how you do it. Welcome to
real
America.
fake coups.
Welcome to real fake coups, except this is a real one. That's a fake one.
But
But,
and there was also like, it seemed seemingly some lies about how many people were there. I don't really know. Someone was like, there could be
God.
2,000 people. There could be 1,000 to 2,000
That's generous,
people.
I would say.
That's a lot.
I'd give
And
that to
that seems like a lot for that movement. But while Trump was doing his speech, which I don't know if it was in the exact same spot, maybe he had a rally in a different
move
place.
somewhere else.
He was like, look at these hundreds of thousands of people. I doubt there were hundreds of thousands of people.
I don't think there were. I mean, no.
It looked pretty scattered. There was a lot of empty space for that many people there.
Yeah,
But they also don't know how many people
they
is a lot of
can't
people.
count very well. So,
And if I saw a giant crowd of people, I probably wouldn't be able to estimate because
no.
it's a lot. It's literally
we could probably
above
throw
a
it
spot
in.
in our mind that we can't. I mean, we could pick out 20 people, 10 people, but we can't literally count 30,000. So who knows what was going on there? But I doubt there were hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I
of
mean,
people.
hundreds of thousands is
Doubt
like
there
a
were more than
Metallica
5,000.
concert
Yeah.
in the fucking UK or
And
Russia
there's no
or
way
some
this
shit.
asshole is getting more than Metallica.
There's no way. Absolutely no way. I mean, when you see a sea of people, literally just heads bobbling up and down.
I mean, did
that's
Donald Trump
hundreds of
release
thousands of people,
4
probably.
perfect albums
No,
in a row
he did not.
in the 80s? He did.
One with questionable bass editing and, all that shit, but
Yes.
whatever, man. I just had to have your EQ
Perfect.
on the drum. But, like, it's...
And then if you want to include the Black Album, there
yeah,
wasn't
wanna put
there
that
wasn't
one in there.
like a bad song on that one either. It was
Yeah,
different.
it's groovy.
Metalheads would say, or metal purists wouldn't say that
Yeah.
it was the same, but basically 5
Yeah.
pretty fucking good albums.
Yeah, but ultimately these crazy
that debate.
people just if they were like hundreds of thousands, the cops would just be like, I mean, they were overrun, but there would be just piles of people pouring into the fucking
Yeah,
Senate and
it
the
would be-
Congress.
With hundreds of thousands of people, they wouldn't be able to stop that.
No, I mean there would be. I mean the media would show it too. They'd be like, "Holy shit! Look
Yeah,
at this!"
they'd be like, "What
they
the
would-
fuck
They
is
want the
going on?"
ratings. At the end of the day, it's about ratings for them, so they would show it.
They love that type of shit.
They love
yeah.
it too. Yeah, they love all that. They love that too. They fucking anything that gets some ratings. They don't care what it is. It can be a bomb that goes off. They're like, oh my god, the ratings are gonna be great. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, these people are just like
I like how
guess
we talked about
the
climate
deplorables.
change. Or I guess not even climate change. We just talked about.
I just talked
recycling.
about some stuff, but yeah, I mean, the thought that there was some sort of crazy coup, and like the, you guys are like the patriots or whatever. It kind of leads me into like a question. I don't know if I was gonna. I thought we were gonna spend a lot of time, or which we did. We spent like probably already a half an hour on
Yeah,
this.
we can go back and forth too. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll just keep going with this on the this will just be the subject, I guess. But basically, like, these are the people who, are the defender. They see themselves as like the defenders of Western civilization, and like I had a thought yesterday, like, what exactly do they enjoy about Western civilization or Western culture? Because it's not art for sure. Because whenever something, Cardi B freaked out both sides of the fucking left and the
releasing
right by releasing
WAP.
WAP, which whatever. I mean. I don't care. I don't listen to whatever music
Yeah,
that is.
This is the hilarious part. Exactly.
It doesn't bother
like,
me.
They have a problem with other people listening.
Yeah.
With music entering other people's ears.
Yeah.
Other than them.
And hopefully, maybe this in the future, this will show some sort of maturity on our part. I don't care because I don't listen to it. That
You
is
don't have to
the
listen to it.
stance to take.
Literally, don't listen to it if you don't like it.
Yeah, if you don't, I don't like Fox News. Guess what? You see
You
me
don't watch
watching
it.
it ever?
No.
Yeah, I'm not like, wow, this sucks. Let me turn it on and piss myself off. No, like what
I
the
do
fuck?
that when I watch sports.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I love watching the Celtics almost.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I love nothing more than sitting down and getting pissed off at a basketball game.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
you do enjoy it because you do it a lot. I mean, the only thing is that I could take from it is you
It's
actually
like,
do
oh
enjoy
hell
it.
yeah.
Oh hell yeah,
Awesome.
fuck you.
And then,
But, like-
but it's usually saved by a nice Fade Away by Tatum, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. But
yeah, the ultimate power is in their hands. Just don't watch.
But that's part of it too. Is like that. They keep
just a willful ignorance.
Condensing. That's not a fucking word. They keep watching the thing that's conducive to anger. But that's the attraction of it as well. Is that it's polarizing.
It's like an addiction to anger.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
But also with the phones putting that in your head all day. You can't get away from it. You need
get
this
notifications.
device.
If you don't know how to, I didn't know how to turn off my fucking Yahoo shit. I'm kind of a boomer-esque person when it comes to this shit. I was like, damn, my phone's annoying. Can't turn off these goddamn notifications. And Andrew's like, oh, just hold it down. You actually flip it off. I was like, oh, great, cool. That's great. That's cool.
I try to, I don't even know. I'm trying to tell people, like, just tailor your algorithm to be only plant videos, please.
Yeah, like,
do it for your own health.
Yeah, you should. That'll be a helpful message from this podcast, if there's any. Like, tailor your algorithms to shit you like. Don't tailor it, because if you click on one
curb your algorithms.
Yeah, if you click on one thing that makes you, whatever, but it gets you going down a rabbit hole of insane conspiracy shit.
You gotta go down a rabbit hole of good positivity.
Of gardening. Go down a gardening rabbit hole.
That'll be like the title or something. Rabbit hole of positivity.
Rabbit hole of positivity. Go down a nice, positive rabbit hole.
Peaceful rabbit hole. Watch people just plant shit in their backyard and see how you feel.
It's pretty cool. You'll feel better.
Maybe watch a food video.
Yeah, recipe.
Put something into your mind/body that doesn't piss you the fuck off.
Not only give yourself good food and healthy food, give yourself healthy, material to watch and pay attention to. And
that's another thing, like, what people in this country could go weeks without eating an actual piece of food that was
like
I mean,
these are the lax regulations here.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, we have a lot of there was a show on TV a minute ago. We like to put on some background noise, maybe some Science Channel or like some typically shit, how it's made, or South Park, something funny. But South Park's on a lot. But
nothing.
There was a thing on this morning. I did not know what they were making. It just looked like a glob of shit. They're just all like a glue.
All the brown stuff.
Yeah, it was like they were just stuffing it into this machine, and then it was what came out was these they were basically Nature Valley or like Nutri-Grain bars or granola bars. I was like, oh my god, I eat those a lot.
Yeah,
and then it's like pure sugar and like
wheat
corn syrup and like. I look at the weird thing is those protein bars too that we eat. The chocolate ones have like this many, like a lot less ingredients than the salted caramel. The salted caramel is mostly
weird.
Chemicals, or like not chemicals, but it's like a lot of long words and shit.
It's like caramel
that goes on and on and on to make that bar.
It's like coloring,
the chocolate one, but
mainly.
Yeah, people could go a long time without eating a piece of food that they just got.
Yeah, Subway bread, not even classified as food in some countries. Yeah. Apparently here.
And it was so much better when it had all the chemicals in it here, when it wasn't food.
Made it less
it was
food.
Great.
Right now, it still is not food.
Yeah.
Technically. But even the thing that made it even less food than it was now.
Made it taste so good. But, yeah, like, a lot of the stuff that we eat is just, like, stuff that we kind of invented to make it easier to get a lot of food. Now, that thing made, I think they said, like, 300 4-inch bars per minute.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It might have been more. It might have been like 3,000. Who knows?
It's a shitload.
But
I mean, it's going way faster.
We got to pump that shit out at all times just to have enough fucking fake food bars for everybody
Fake
to eat.
Food bars. And at even this point, 40% of the country is food insecure now. 40% of the country, richest country in the world, food insecure.
That's great.
But that's just fun.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to like formulate the words to get out my point of like fake food, because it's real stuff. Obviously, it's like there's grains, but not everything we eat. Like I don't even know what cereal is, honestly.
It's just like wheat with sugar all over it. That's basically what cereal is.
Some of them, it's like, what even is inside this?
Like a Coke. That
tell your
Coke can.
Shit about the Coke. People drink that.
Yeah, people drink this shit. I use it to clean rust off of metals and like hunting knives that I have and shit and whatever. Yeah. And I recently forgot about a can of Coke that I left on one of my shelves, or a shelf in my room. And I guess if you leave it sitting around for too long, for like, let's say a year and maybe some change, The Coke will eat out the bottom of the aluminum can and leak out over time. And currently the can is still...
That's nice.
It's still hard as if it's, and I could swash around like half the soda that's still in there. But the syrupy shit, I think, the chemical crap...
And then when you start to think about all of that, when you drink that or when you eat some of these foods...
The human stomach is
it goes... Yeah, that's some pretty cool shit. But the nutrients get absorbed. They go right into your bloodstream. Your blood goes to your brain, which is how you think. And,
it goes everywhere.
Like, that can't be good.
No.
Right? To have all that shit just swimming about your body at all times. But I don't know. That's like...
And just Burger King commercials, like people are getting poorer and poorer now. And they're like, Burger King's coming out with the $1 burger. Oh yeah, get the $1. It's like, okay,
$1 taco burger.
Jesus Christ, it's like just cheaper and cheaper, shittier food. And these companies, as 60% of like all restaurants go out of business or some shit.
We're gonna be forced to make a food channel and teach people how to eat.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to do it. But burgers, it's gonna be more popular cooking at home because all these restaurants are gonna, they're gonna get replaced.
That's one of the
it's a
things
capitalist system we live in with competition and stuff, and there are others chomping.
And they're supposed to love that type of shit.
Yeah, and then once
rugged
again,
capitalism for
what happened
for that type of thing.
Where's
but
your
they
idea,
didn't get
buddy?
the money. Those small businesses and restaurants didn't get the money like shit like Olive Garden did.
Yeah,
and they still went out of business and closed a lot of them. I don't know if they closed all of them, but I'm sure they closed a lot of them to keep that money.
Yeah.
To make sure it's efficiently used in their opinion.
And they're just club.
They didn't save up.
No, they didn't fucking save up.
They shouldn't have to, or they shouldn't be bailed out if they didn't save up, just like everybody else.
Yeah, it's like, how's Regal Cinema? What, are you not generating any fucking profit?
Yeah, did you guys not? Where'd you spend all the money on?
You just literally spend your entire overhead and savings
spending their
every
money on
single
drugs.
year. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's crazy. They'll just cut the balls off the restaurants when they try and build safe eating areas, and they fuck them over again. And then these massive corporations get bailout after bailout. And
and people are pissed off. You remember that video of the guy that was like, "We didn't see any of that money. I own a restaurant. We didn't get anything. We watched
they never get bailed
politicians get the money, get the vaccine first.
Yep.
We saw them.
Seems to be rulers to me.
We see them have universal health care.
As they poo-poo it when we wanted, they're like, no, it's terrible, government run. Meanwhile, Ginsburg lived for 80 years with pancreatic cancer. Fucking Jesus Christ. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. As if they're not the healthiest motherfucker. They're 93 years old.
Did we see a commercial where a child for Halloween was dressed up as Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yeah, it was disgusting. That was a commercial honoring Ginsburg, dressing children as her.
She had obviously an impact on women and everything.
Absolutely.
Being that type of figure.
Yeah,
and everything like that. So yeah, that's a good thing. Of course, but we should not be celebritizing.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I don't know if
here?
that's a word.
Yeah,
but
there's a word
I'm just going to look it up just to make sure.
Yeah, it's a word.
But we shouldn't be looking
fake.
up to them as celebrities. They're demagogues.
Yeah, they're literally, there's demagoguery going on, demagoguery afoot. We've made gods out of these fucking politicians, not, everyone, but the craziest among society. And that's why Pelosi keeps getting elected. That's why all these assholes keep getting elected. But, it's Ginsburg, I don't know her full record. I'm sure she did fight for women and stuff. I'm sure she was amazing when it came to that. And I think the Roe v. Wade thing, she was the front, whatever.
I googled celebritizing. It doesn't seem to be a thing, but there is a Urban Dictionary. This came up. It has the word celebritizing in it, but in the definition. But it's by J.D. Speaks Truth from March 14th, 2019. The Kardashification. Using one's name and parental influence to fool the world that you're an important and integral member of society despite your lack of talent.
Boom.
Wow. Kardashification of American culture has led to celebritizing people with menial intelligence. The subjects of Kardashification use their name and so I don't know. That's not really what I was saying, but I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, these just celebrity politicians, and they see themselves as rulers, and they they think they get things over everybody else that everyone else should get, because basically at the end of the day what they should be are public servants. And the funny thing is that's what Bernie's still doing. He's still trying to serve from whatever little power he's got right now. He's trying to, and of course, he did kind of bitch out again with Joe Biden, giving him the fucking thing like, oh, here you go. It's like, oh, I guess we got to keep Trump out again. And then they fucked him, whatever. But he still goes outside of that.
Guy.
Yeah, but he still goes outside of that to try and help people. And without Bernie,
And
the fucking stimulus thing wouldn't have even had any checks.
Yeah.
They were about to pass something with
We don't see Hillary
nothing.
arguing on the floor. We don't see her
I don't see that
anywhere.
bitch anywhere, and I don't want to see that
Not a
bitch
peep.
anywhere, but I don't see her.
So
Not that I want to see her, but I don't see
Yeah.
her arguing for any good shit for us. She disappeared.
immediately.
And Bernie was like, I guess I just got to go back to fighting for people. Oh, well. And that's what he's been doing the whole time. He's gotten shit passed. He was the one that got shit passed under full Republican rule to get us, hilariously, to get the U.S. to stop refueling Saudi Arabia's jets to stop fucking bombing the Yemenis to death. Ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, thank goodness for Bernie in that instance. He was fighting the Republicans, and he got shit passed under Republican rule. Him and Ro Khanna, that's impressive. And fucking Dump's just President Dump.
And Dump is
I didn't even call him that on purpose. President Dump. That's fucking great. Damn, I don't think I've ever called him that before. That's
so.
a new one. Holy
It's
shit,
like-
just popped into my head.
This is a good thing because Trump, he's got the nicknames for people, and they stick because he just says them like 4 billion times.
It's the bully
And it's
mentality.
Yeah.
The bully that goes around, hey, fucking Hammer Toe Henry or whatever. Like, I don't know, just
That's pretty good.
thinking
But
right
you
off
know
the
what?
bat
Like
again.
while all this is going on, we've got people like this guy who's just minding his own business, doing something he loves.
Yeah, it's incredible. This guy, he's just taken to fighting sea level rise.
This guy knows where the enemy
Yeah.
lies.
Just a quick
know?
break from the ranting.
And it's the ocean.
Yeah.
This guy, his katanas.
Got it. And you explained that there could be a danger here that
This
people
could be
might not think
extremely
about.
fucking dangerous because when you're
Water
I mean-
does direct it's hydrodynamic, so it's going to get
It's-
directed toward
he could easily decapitate himself or slice a jugular by like hitting a wave and then just like his hand getting pushed back
yeah.
into his thing. Because even if you're skimboarding or some shit
Oh.
and you fall off, that bitch is gonna hit your ankle because of the
Yeah.
water, and it's like as bad as a razor scooter.
Yeah, and this
Is like
it's got a flat side. It's
a
got a flat
katana
surface on it, so the
as a
water
razor
can
scooter.
manipulate it into him.
yeah.
And
Basically what I was
also,
trying to say.
on top of all the safety risks and stuff, that
He's at this
sword is
rickety
fucked.
Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, we don't even know.
I don't know if
fucking
this is Cocoa.
Myrtle Beach or some shit.
It looks like every other pier. That
Every
I've seen.
beach along the East Coast is what looks like that. But also, that sword is fucked. That sword is not. It looks like basically it has a sheath over it now because the blade is so rusted.
And let this be a lesson. This is how you protest.
It probably rusted while he was in there. I bet you could dip
Look
that
at that.
sword in the water and watch it rust in the ocean.
You know how free this guy feels?
Absolutely. I mean, the freest probably right now, unless a shark comes and eats him. But
But he's still wearing a shirt on in the water.
wearing a shirt on.
A
He's
tie-dye
got
shirt,
a shirt.
actually. Is that a tie-dye shirt? It is.
I just want to get sunburned,
Well,
Boom!
you know,
He hits
you're
it with the.
see, he could have like literally taken both swords like Anakin Skywalker to Count Dooku and like cut his own head off by
I
accident.
think he might have the sheath still, so he's ruining the sheath.
Oh wait, he has the sheath and the sword?
Yeah, because part of like the sheath, the sheath is part of like the fighting too. Like you can use that to deflect
That's a good point.
shit.
See,
But yeah,
any
he's
of
using.
these waves, they're little bitch
Oh my
waves,
God.
but he could have gotten fucked up.
Yeah,
I think
mean,
that's two swords.
one looks darker than the other, but they could be.
That glistened.
Let me see. That glistens, and then the one
This
goes
is
up.
two swords.
Oh my god! If he has two swords, it's even crazier than I thought.
I got two swords. I don't know what that's
Playing in the ocean or whatever. But wow, that's great.
What for the time?
Yeah. And let's see what else is going on with politics and shit. Oh yeah, a couple of senators have, of course, decided to side with authority. I'm sorry, not authority, authoritarianism.
I'm pretty sure like after all of this stuff, they
Yeah.
were like all,
they
yeah, we're
dialed
not
it
gonna
back.
do anything.
They're like, yeah. Ted Cruz was like,
The biggest cuck of all time.
Oh my God, the cuck of America,
Let's
America's
talk
cuck.
about Ted Cruz too, because like
Guy's a piece of shit.
under
rat
the
fuck.
radar, nobody like even has talked about
No.
this, but he got caught doing one of the most corrupt things a politician can do.
Yeah, and no one cares because really our campaign finance laws here are just fake. I mean, they're not. We don't have any
basically.
really.
You just
The
have
Republicans have murdered the rest of them.
to put your unlimited money towards that person in small payments.
Yeah, basically, just have a dinner, $2,000 a plate, and be like, "Oh, we're having a dinner." Yep, little dinner. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God! But yeah, I mean, this asshole Ted Cruz. Ugh, what is there? And on top of all the other like mountains of things to not like this guy over, he goes and does some shit like this. Like this guy is. How is he a senator? How did he win re-election? Texas is just. Oh my God! Fuck you, Texas. Just absolutely a shame. Shame on you, Texas.
Let's give Texas a break for now.
Sad. No,
let's
fuck
talk
Texas.
about.
No. Do not give Texas a break.
Let's talk about Ted Cruz and his latest corruption, which is basically taking a shitload of money to the tune of almost $15 million
That's a
from
fuckload.
some oil executives
Oh my God,
in
dude!
Texas to
Typically,
do his bidding, basically. And
God.
they came to him and said, "Look, we need less restrictions on this," and he was gonna do it.
Oh yeah, no,
they,
he's
they
totally.
came right to him.
He's for
and
sale.
because he's their bitch.
I'm surprised they had to highball him so hard. Typically, it's like $50,000 to sell out the fucking American people for these guys. They don't even have to pay them that much. They're just like, I care about no one, and dildos are bad. It's like, I don't want you to have the freedom to use a dildo, but I'm sure it would cause numerous amounts of damage to water systems, environmental damage, property damage. People hate it. But somehow Teddy Boy Cruz is able to. But yeah, 15, dude, it must have been terrible if they were offering him $15 million to get that shit passed. It must have been some bad stuff.
He was basically caught skimming money.
Like a mobster, practically. That's what the mob
off of
does.
donations meant to go to the
Okay.
Georgia election, I guess.
Doesn't shock me. I'm not shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yikes.
guy's like the worst. He's one of like the slimiest people probably that's ever been in the Senate. I mean, like John Boehner was
definitely.
a real piece of shit.
He was literally thought to be the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, I mean, like how he's still elected. Like, how are these fucking people? And Louis Gohmert was one of the idiots who was Is it red shit on my pants?
I was like, fuck.
Half of one of your picks,
it's
but
a
like,
sticker.
yeah, Louis Gohmert is somehow still. I think he might be a
I don't
senator
even know who
now.
that is.
He might be a senator now. You'll love Louis Gohmert. He is
Probably.
like, I think he might legally be mentally not all there. Like, I don't know. Like, years and years ago, he was saying wacky shit. Like, he was
Well, before
arguing.
we do that, let's also talk about this Joe Biden pick for the cabinet.
Oh yeah, it was a Republican guy.
No, it was that old chick that.
Oh yeah, the
was,
Republican woman.
Basically, she gave just in the last 2 years $7.2 million worth of speeches for Goldman Sachs and other banks.
Yay! She seems
Great.
like a great person to be in charge of all our financial stuff. Joe Biden is totally a socialist.
Yeah, he's surrounding himself with the exact
Yeah.
same people, basically.
God,
as the Trump cabinet.
Yeah, well, he's bringing this socialist in
Maybe
clearly.
with a slightly different corporation, but the same people.
Yep. Got this socialist who took money from the banks, telling him it's going to be all right, but really she's just a socialist.
The way they describe the cabinet and all these, the potentially the most diverse cabinet. of
That's all
time.
they need.
A lot of women.
Yep.
A lot of people of color.
That's
but
They're
we're
assholes.
not paying attention to any of the shit that they do.
It's
Which
like,
sucks.
cool. We got
to
ourselves
see.
a black asshole. We got ourselves a Puerto Rican
Female
asshole.
asshole.
Got ourselves a couple of female assholes, a couple of black female assholes. I mean, yeah, they're all pieces of shit, but hey, guess what? They're the race you want them to be. Isn't that what you
Didn't
want?
Nina Turner say
Ridiculous.
it's half a bowl of shit is still a bowl
Yep.
of shit?
Yep. It's still a bowl of
Yikes.
shit. It's like, would you like to eat a half a bowl of shit? I mean, it's literally still a bowl of shit.
But isn't it better?
Oh, isn't it a little slightly better than a whole bowl of shit? It's
We
like,
never
yeah, I guess so.
showed-
I guess we should dine down, start eating.
There are a couple funnier videos that we didn't show in the last one that we forgot to, but this is kind of a like a microcosm of this whole event when we were talking about when the guy got laughed at, or the protesters got laughed at. It
Yeah.
further made them more crazy and like double down on what they believe here.
Yeah. Before we get to this, though.
Yeah, do what you want to do.
Oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, this is a double down culture. We've talked about this a lot. Basically, and this is all over, this is not a new idea by any stretch, but basically the crazy, establishment left-wing the Democrats who are aware of the identity politics game that the left has been playing for a long time and still is playing a little bit. There's a segment of like 20% of the left that's insane. I guess maybe you could argue 30 or whatever the fuck if you want.
It's difficult to come up with percentages.
It's hard. Yeah, whatever. But basically, they saw that all they seem to care about, like they being the elected Democrats like Joe Biden and all these assholes like Nancy Pelosi, they see that, all they seem to care about is race, because when any sort of person comes out, even on their side, if they're white or something, it's like, oh, bam, we better be fucking, wary of this person or some shit. So they're just always.
And it went the exact opposite way with Bernie Sanders because he's held to a higher standard for some reason.
Yeah, like old white guy.
Well, he's an old white guy. We don't need that.
Like,
what do we have right now?
What does that mean? Yeah, we literally.
What did we just get? A worse old white guy.
Yeah, they sided for the shittier version of what they didn't want. You literally got an old white guy, and you didn't get any fucking policies that you wanted. The other old white guy that you hated had to drag this old white guy that you wanted, who has like, the fucking, oh my god, who has like, I guess he's got the fucking diverse cabinet, but Bernie Sanders, oh no, he was gonna have Nina Turner as his fucking vice president as well.
Yeah.
But this guy who's supposed to be the president, who's like the old white guy who shouldn't be in there, who we don't need more of, he's the one who dragged the guy to the left, who fucking they sided with ultimately. That's fucked. So what do they want? They want literally only race. That's what they think. They want. What they think. They know that they can plan out a cabinet of war hawks, like who are beholden to Wall Street, pharma or big pharma. All of those
know for a fact places. They don't do the bidding of the people, and
no, they're not going to do that.
The focus right now, and the coronavirus was, in a way, a blessing for the Democratic Party because they didn't have to talk policy the entire time.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They're like, oh, Trump's bad with the coronavirus.
Shut down. And just go. Hey, we need to beat Trump. We need to beat the virus.
Gift.
We can't talk about anything else. We can't do anything else right now.
This virus was not. I don't think any country weaponized this virus more than America did.
Yeah,
more than
better.
The United States. Or better.
Not even China, who invented it.
Yeah, not even. They made it and they couldn't even do it and weaponize. They were already like, oh my god. And they fucking, back to what I was saying with the cabinet, they could pick this diversity is the only thing that matters. So they can have a nice diverse cabinet of fucking Wall Street monsters, big pharma monsters, and war hawks who want to do soft imperialism because that's what the Democrats do with drones and shit. And, hey, that's fine because they're minorities. That's what you wanted, right? So they can have a bunch of assholes in there. And, our lead, the CIA director, one of the torturers that fucking did shit in like black sites in Thailand.
Oh, yeah, what was
and all
her
that
name?
Shit. Oh my god. I forgot her fucking name right now. I can't remember it. It'll probably just come. But hey, they're like, hey, she's a woman though, and that was the thing that was praised. They're like, first woman ever in the media to fucking have, the CIA director, fucking lead. Or fucking, whatever. It's just ridiculous.
Fucking. Here's a video.
Fucking.
No, but
it's crazy.
Allegedly, this female over here is it? They don't like when you say female now. It's like it's like a thing. Sorry.
I think it might have been Claire McCaskill. No.
Oh, you're gonna? Oh yeah. Find her name. But this lady right here allegedly was busted for cheating. I don't know the whole story. No one ever does when these videos come out. But yeah.
Fuck you! I just said me, Roman,
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Man.
Don't call me babe.
Gina Haspel. Yeah, she
Ooh,
does that.
You got it,
And this is the double down culture that we're seeing right now.
I put that on my mom's dead grave. I didn't do shit. Please don't.
Get off.
It's weird. It's like Smeagol.
Alright, I'm getting a knife, bro.
Oh, I got a knife, bro.
Here's the part.
Boom, boom,
Jesus
boom.
Christ.
Cool. Now they're just laughing. Now you look more insane. But if we pause it real quick, I like that, like Nick Swartzen sounding.
There's only a couple more seconds left.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, like that.
Plating.
I got a knife, bro. I got a
Yeah,
knife,
she
bro.
said it exactly like Nick Swartzen.
I got a knife, bro.
Please don't.
Get off. We don't want crybabies alive.
Oh.
They called her a crybaby, which is what we do online when we're talking about, which is what we did for the first 20 minutes of this. Talking about
literally.
the rioters. They were basically snowflake crybabies. But when you call them that, this is what happens.
Alright, I'm getting a knife, bro.
Got a knife, bro.
So she was like, okay,
And also,
you won't get back together with me. I'll get a knife.
yeah. Also, I'd like to point out that was not a knife. So crazy and stupid.
What's your name? Say hi to Facebook.
Gang, gang.
Yeesh. That's great. That's what you want to see.
Though,
Facebook. Who's gonna
this
see
must
that?
be. This is obviously an old video.
Yeah, this must be old.
There's
Very old.
no, sign of a pandemic.
Sorry, we played an old video.
Not that
There's no sign of the pandemic. Clearly
not that
this
there
video's
would
out.
be, I guess, if you just looked outside the window.
Yeah, I mean,
There it is.
yeah, there's a pandemic right
It
now.
depends on where you live, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. This was funny. This was like
that's great.
basically that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I literally, I guess at the end of this, I'll make I'll just do it right now. If I have to predict anything about what the crazy Trump supporters are doing, I'm going to
What are they doing
predict.
now?
Right now, I have no idea, but I'm going to predict that they're going to get worse.
You think it's gonna get worse? What, like,
Because
the
it's
20th
literally, it's done nothing but that.
Can they even assemble on the 20th and do an inauguration without like being fearful that some shit's gonna go down? Because you don't know how these people are
themselves?
gonna react.
You
No,
mean,
I'm
like-
saying, like, can Washington even do an inauguration on the 20th the way they would normally do it? First of all, they probably shouldn't because of the virus anyway. But there's going to be a huge gathering of people there and counter protesters.
Oh,
and
yeah. It's going to be crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if, like...
And the counter protesters are going to be there for no reason too, because
But
Joe
can
Biden's
you let
a sack
them
of shit.
intimidate? Can you let them intimidate a democratic process?
If the crazy right wing, okay, if that little bit of people who went there on Washington or whatever the fuck, like 4,000, 5,000 people,
Well, like 50 of them got arrested, so a lot of them are still out there.
Yeah, I'll say 10,000 to be super good to them. If
You're
they
saying that, like, there that day?
yeah,
No way.
if they yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It'll be super good
Yeah.
to them. But like, if they are able to intimidate a process, a ceremony that the U.S. government is trying to do on its own soil, then you might as well just put Trump back in the fucking White House, because you're basically fake taking power and then just doing what they want.
Yeah, we'll see how
you
they
might as well
react.
put him
I don't
back
know.
in there.
But what I don't want to see is
It's so stupid.
arguing because of this event with Trump inciting these people. I don't want to see
He's
a
doing
new
that
censorship law, like a Patriot Act after 9/11.
Exactly what's going to happen.
That's going to be
I hate to say
that
it.
would be like a huge mistake.
It's only happened, but like the thing is, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, they were able to." It's gonna be like months later when they get this out. Just like 60 Minutes recently, they're like, "Oh, let's roll out the Sandy Hook, victims again, and like try and censor the fucking internet some more."
We can't put this back in a bottle now.
No.
And if you start censoring the internet now, shit would get way worse.
Yeah, it's just gonna and if they shove these people into a corner, a dark corner, that's how QAnon was formed.
Yeah.
So all these fucking psychos were banned from whatever.
Shadow banning. So
And
we must
Parler.
be like, we must be onto something if
Yeah.
we're getting banned by the government.
And Parler, that's a fucking like right wing
another one?
idiot
Oh,
social
God.
media. And Gab.
I don't even know about
Exactly. That's really
Yikes.
deep.
So they do have their own
I think it's
like
called
bowels of the internet to hang out in.
Gab. Sure, videos on there too. This is probably like Nazi propaganda, but like, who cares? Just let
Yeah,
it
there
all
was a
out in the
couple of
open.
those.
Show people how dumb they are. No one thinks they're smart. Like,
They
no
already
one
have a
thinks this is
built-in
good
defense. Like, oh, all the people that were violent were Antifas
Yeah, it's just like, so Antifa showed up to protest for Trump. Why the fuck would they do that?
to make the Trump people look bad.
Like, oh my
I
god.
guess. I mean,
Like, when they look
you
horrible
can
already.
claim whatever you want to claim, but without any evidence, which apparently they don't need
Yeah, and you can
to
try.
do all this.
Yeah, they don't need evidence. So
This is without any evidence at all. They did this.
yeah, they believed everything without evidence thus far up to this point. And once again, the issue with marrying your religious thought with your political thought is
And in addition, not doing any additional research.
yeah, and not
ever.
doing anything. Yeah, not lifting a finger to do anything but misinform yourself, and just form an echo chamber while accusing everyone else of having an echo chamber. It's like, what the fuck? What is this? Like, what the fuck? I mean,
Yeah,
we
like
can't
we might have an
continue this.
echo chamber, but it's not a dangerous one.
Yeah, the thing is, if it's an echo chamber, like the definition of echo
Plant
chamber,
videos
I don't
only,
even like
guys.
that word echo, the phrase echo chamber, because
Yeah.
like, what if, like, on secular talk, that could be seen as an echo chamber, but it's like, it's fact, it's what's going on.
But you don't only watch.
I don't
secular
only
talk.
watch secular talk. Yeah, so I'm not
That's the thing. If
forming
you
an
only
echo chamber,
clung to that,
which they do. They only cling to the right wing extremist shit, and then they're like, this is the train.
and that's how that happens. That's
Yeah.
that's scary. And the way they're gonna see it is we stormed
Yeah.
the Capitol and did a patriotic thing.
Yep.
But in a way, what is more American than storming a Capitol building for what you believe
Exactly.
in? But
It's
it's on false pretenses.
It's on absolute 100% false pretenses. So they didn't
protest
do it.
is the American
Yeah.
way, but
Yeah.
not like that.
Yeah. They didn't
The-
raid the
yeah.
Capitol.
These are the people that have a problem with a peaceful kneeling
Yeah, peaceful kneeling.
or just a hashtag.
Yep. A hashtag. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. They're like, how dare ye?
And they always go, yeah, this is what happens when
Here's
you
what
do
hap-
that.
Yep.
So
See?
so we're supposed to stunt progress
Yep.
and civil rights because you're gonna get in your feelings
Yeah.
about it.
This is what happens. We just can't control ourselves. We're gonna be violent, all
Because
right?
y'all
It's your
can't
fault.
control
You might
yourselves. Yeah.
react. It's like, wow. So you're just gonna.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like, here's what happens. Like, what? You guys are crazy and you overreact. That's what happens.
Just
Because
don't know how to
you're
act.
too racist to fucking take anything that happens in the fucking 21st century. God damn.
But yeah, this is
I would
This
say
is
I'm
our-
shocked, but like I
course.
already have a very low opinion of humans already. So I
Yeah,
say
it's-
more. I'm entertained.
It's not extremely shocking. That's the thing.
No.
It's really not.
And just the shocking part is that like I mean they poo-poo every other protest, like
And
Colin
play it off
Kaepernick.
like it's a bunch of snowflakes.
Yeah,
and
snowflakes
then
protesting.
had the absolute biggest, probably the most hypocrisy I've ever
blizzard,
seen.
you could call it a blizzard of snowflakes.
Blizzard of
Yeah.
hypocrisy. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Blizzard
something-
of hypocrisy. That's a good fucking. Yeah, it's like a blizzard. Basically, like a couple. They say the left has snowflakes, but of course they've just had a fucking blizzard of snowflakes. Like once again, it all just comes back to the right wing.
It's all
the craziest
cyclical.
among
It's
them.
really weird.
It is absolutely cyclical. Like the thing is with them, they basically, like I said before, they complain for years about something and then just wind up doing the same thing relatively, but on a much worse scale.
Yeah,
So-
they literally did.
Yeah, and oh my God, I just can't believe it. They didn't storm the Capitol when an internet bill killing our internet privacy and internet security more.
They
That
don't
6%,
storm the Capitol about
6% of the
any
country wanted that.
actual atrocities
Nope.
that are going on worldwide that we may or may not
Nope.
be committing. They don't care about
Nope.
climate change. They
Care
don't.
about that?
That doesn't exist.
Nope.
They don't care about anything except themselves, and that's
Children
pretty
getting
much what
shoved
it
in
boils
cages.
down to. They
Didn't
show
storm the
their
Capitol
hearts,
for
and
that.
it's ugly.
Ugly ass, disgusting, black as coal hearts. And I hate to, I hate to say that about my fellow man, but I don't know. And like basically, yeah, with kids getting shoved in cages by the government they elected,
That wasn't a big
didn't lift
deal
the
to
finger.
them.
Nope, fine. They shouldn't have come here. They shouldn't have come
justify
here.
it.
They shouldn't have
There's a
come
way
here. Yep.
for them to justify
Shouldn't have
almost
come here.
everything, and that's the
Yeah.
scary part. And it's
Yep.
what we saw in a lot of historical situations like this.
Yeah, that
But
bill.
we thought we were different. We thought we were above it because we have technology and the
Yep.
internet and it's
Not
modern
true.
times. But that's kind of how it always goes.
Yep.
Is you never think it's going to happen.
Nope.
But we'll see what comes of this. That was an event that happened,
Yep.
and
We are chimps.
we are chimps.
We are a bunch of chimps with
We'll go
technology. We're
in
chimps with smartphones.
that's actually pretty long. Nice.
That's nice. Well, we
but
can
we'll
keep
go
talking
into
about this, though.
the new year knowing that that's kind of what happened, and it's not just going to change.
Nope.
The 80s wasn't over until like 1993.
Yeah, so
So
this
we'll
is
see
not
how
gonna
long
be over.
2020 really lasts.
Yeah,
And
the raging
I
20s
think the raging 20s.
instead of the roaring 20s, and
I like
also
that. I think we're going to conclude and we'll probably end up recording more, but I think that was a good conclusion for this episode of the Big Chillin Podcast. We'll probably find out more information as this goes, but
yeah, just in
Yeah.
case we'll.
I think that's going to about do it for this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So like,
Comment.
subscribe.
Yeah, we should say rate, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
Don't
rate- is
ask
it
people to
rate?
like it. Just rate
Yeah.
it. Dislike it. You
Actually,
fucking
yeah,
asshole.
dislike it if you want.
Dislike
Who
it.
gives a
What?
shit?
Thumbs down only. I want thumbs.
Free speech.
People liking things does not get things famous.
Yo, you're right.
People liking things
It's
does
the
not get it out
dislikes.
there. Dislike.
Everybody's
this.
like,
Hate
oh, look
this
at the
video.
dislike ratio. This is crazy.
Hate this video.
That was the Big Chillin